Four teams have battled through the opening round of the college football playoff, and now the pressure and the intensity continue to mount as we go to the quarterfinals, moving away from home sites and onto neutral fields. What's the bigger factor, the battle-tested team or the better-rested team? Welcome to Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta. This is the Chick-fil-A Peach Bowl, part of the college football playoff. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Colorado Buffaloes, taking on last season's national champions, the North Carolina Tar Heels. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler with Kirk Herbstreit. It's quarterfinal time in the CFP, and let's get it going. Team out there, we're ready to rumble for this college football playoff game. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. So Colorado's offense comes on the field first today. Down to the final 8 now. Quarterfinal matchups at neutral locations, Kirk. And that means one team which won a conference championship is rested. The other team is coming off an emotional win just a week ago.
And Chris, the prevailing thought would be, boy, the team that gets a chance to rest would be in a better position. But as we saw in 2024, the teams that got that rest, they lost their rhythm. And I think the teams that had a chance to play, they continue to stay in their routine, and it really benefited them. Let's see how it plays out today.
Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid game.
So much pressure on the defense against the RPO because you're always going to be wrong if it's executed correctly. Here, they were determined to stop the run. The problem is you leave yourself vulnerable to a throw into a flat. Right flat's open. The quarterback makes the right throw. And look at these yards.
Nice run. He's brought down to the 44.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. You really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
That is called gap integrity. Nice job by this defense of taking away that inside run and then using their speed as the back tried to bounce out to the outside. There's just no room to run.
And now the handoff. Fighting for yardage, but the defense stops him just short of that first down marker. The Buffaloes will line up to punt it away. Puck bounces and goes out of bounds right near the 30-yard line. The Tar Heels offense takes the field. Our first chance to see them today. Kurt, let's check the impact players in this game. Guys who have been leaders, guys who are being counted on to deliver today.
Well, these are the guys that both these teams rely on, as you said, to be able to make the plays. And more importantly, when it gets into that point in the game where you need to be able to have some leadership, these are the men that are going to have to step up and be able to provide that for each team.
Nowhere to run. No corralling for no gain.
Just great job by this defense defending this RPO. They sat back and then they overcommitted to stop the run game, and it works out.
We'll have to throw it here on second down. He escapes the pocket. Looks to the left for a quick throw. What a catch! Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Chris, a great ability by this quarterback to get outside of the pocket and place the football right where it needs to be for the first down.
Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Oh, he makes the catch! Tackled immediately, but it's a big chunk play into the 35-yard line. And the Tar Heels have 1st and 10 here. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. Continues to fight for yards. They get the senior to the ground, but it's a nice run there.
A nice RPO here by the offensive coordinator and a big gain by the back. But let's give credit to the quarterback. He saw that this defense was sitting back, worried about the pass, so instead of throwing it, heads it off and some nice positive yards.
Makes the catch downfield. Touchdown, Tar Heels, as they claim the lead here in this playoff game. They're set now to try the PAT. And the PAT makes it 7-0 open score. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. And the Colorado offense is back out on the field. They came up empty on the last possession, forced to punt it away. And they begin to click now. Quick pass, the catch is made. We get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
Anytime you have a chance to get this wide receiver isolated, to get the ball in his hands, you do it.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. The pass rush closing in. He launches too high, out of bounds, and incomplete.
Well, it's an incompletion here. I bet this secondary is going to play a little bit deeper just to make sure they don't get hit on any deep throws later in this game.
So it's third and long from the 29. The defense play coverage or blitz. A deep shot to the right. It's dropped. Would have been a big play, but he could not hold on. And the Buffaloes will bring their punt team onto the field. They're going to kick it away for the second time. No fair catch. Looking to return this punt. And they finally stop him, but he found a nice lane in that return. Puts the start of the drive in good position. And the Tar Heels offense is back out on the field. The last possession was a passing game clinic. They moved it right down for a touchdown. Then they keep it going. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Oh, what a grab! They make the tackle, but that's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 34.
Well, Chris, with this style of RPO, has to do a really good job of staying on that ride with the running back to make sure that the defense is really up against the run before he can pull it out and throw the football. Here, it's a little further downfield, but the same result as far as the potential and the big gain coming off of an RPO.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Quick throw, testing the middle. Looks over the middle, and that's complete. The tackle is made, but the offense is now set up with a first and goal from the 8.
Chris, this guy has a big-time arm. He just zipped the ball in there. You know, you can sometimes show your arm strength in other ways than just bombing it deep.
And the Tar Heels line up with a first and goal. Keep it on the ground on first and goal. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
That play was perfectly defended. You know, sometimes as an offensive coordinator, you hit a wall, and it's time to mix some things up on what you show the defense.
Second down, looking to throw it. Looking to scramble to his left. Hayes all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, UMC.
Man, Chris, even in this condensed space down in the red zone, a superior athlete is just eventually going to be a superior athlete. You hesitate for a second, and this guy's going to make you pay, and the defense here was left with the bill.
Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown.
14, Colorado, 0.
So no return here. He takes it in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Hand it off. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
They find the slot receiver on a drag route that time.
Yeah, you don't really see this very often from a slot receiver on this drag route, but a nice call here, nice little wrinkle. Quarterback does a nice job of waiting for him to clear the traffic and then found him for a nice gain.
Finally throws it deep to the right. Got a man. Catch made. Big play. They get the third down conversion. First down now from the 37. And it's North Carolina in front, Kirk. We've reached the end of 1 in this quest to move one step closer to a national championship. Let's check out the stats so far. We'll see if this game gets out of hand before halftime. The crucial second quarter beginning right now. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. From the shotgun now. Here's an inside give. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
Well, another short game for this offense on the ground, and you got to give a lot of credit to the defense. They have really negated that aspect of this offense the entire first half and really making them one-dimensional. And if that doesn't change, I don't know how they get back into this game.
Quick throw. That's an RPO caught on the left side. They bring him down at the 18. The offense set up in the red zone with a first down.
Another great play by this receiver. And I tell you, the offense coordinator is doing a nice job of moving him around. The defense knew coming into this game how tough he'd be to stop, but the way they're utilizing him is making it very challenging to be able to create the matchups that the defense wants.
The defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play.
It's a nice game by this offense. This quarterback has such a good feel for running the option, whether it's handing it, keeping it himself, or pitching it. Puts a lot of pressure on the discipline of this defense.
Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Empty set now. 5 wide receivers. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. It's a quick grab. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or 2 guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
So now on comes the field goal unit. And it sails right through the middle of the uprights. Solid kick.
Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
And here's the return from inside the 5. What a stiff arm. And the return man steps out of the 28. And the North Carolina offense is back out there on the field. They punched it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop him this time. They'll run it here. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
I don't know what the quarterback saw there. He should have pulled that ball out and tried to make a throw, but instead he hands it off to the poor running back, and it's a tackle for a loss.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Just gets in the way, taking a shot. Catch made wide open way downfield. They drag him down after a big gain. Ball moved all the way to the 38.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
So quickly, with one explosive play, this offense has moved inside the opponent's 40. Here comes a handoff. Picks up the first, looking for more. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up the back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
Quarterback will throw it off the one pass option. That's a nice play. It'll set him up first down now at the 12.
Boy, another positive gain for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do.
No stopping him on that run. Touchdown, North Carolina. So the offense clicking now for building the lead, and this one could get out of hand.
Well, it's just complete domination. The offense is executing and doing their job, putting points on the board. The defense has shown up prepared, ready to play. It just feels like this game's getting sideways in a hurry.
So it'll be a touchback, ball spotted at the 25. So they begin the drive here in the final 3 minutes of the half. Handoff here from the shotgun. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play.
I mean, Chris, you have to admire this offense. They continue to try to sprinkle in the run game, even though it's not been able to really get established. But they're not just becoming one-dimensional. You got to respect that, and hopefully at some point it'll pay off.
Nice catch made near the sideline, but they gain nothing on the play. Not going to be easy here. Backed up, a long way to go for a first down. Defense trying to jam these receivers at the line. And now the ball comes up. A disastrous play from the start.
Well, just like running backs, quarterbacks, when they decide to pull the ball down and run, they've got to protect it. He left it out away from his body exposed, and it got knocked away. He's very fortunate he had a teammate who was able to get on top of it.
And at fourth down, they'll punt it away here. And here's the return. Oh, and he's got some space here. Good effort by the return man. They get him down, but that's a solid gain in return. So here we go. First play of the drive, under 2 minutes before halftime. He'll hand it off. Ball carrier steps out, but a solid gain on the ground that time.
And here we see the quarterback read the second-level vacancy that was emerging, and the back did the rest. Huge run for the offense.
It's a run to the left. In the clear at the 25. Touchdown, Tar Heels. This offense cannot be stopped.
It was just a matter of time till this guy found the seam and took it to the house. Unbelievable job by the offensive lineman, allowing him to get to that second and third level. And with his kind of speed, no chance of bringing him down.
And they'll set up now for the extra point try. Extra point is good, and they're in front now, 28-3. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away.
28, Colorado.
He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. So the first play of the drive here coming up, less than 2 minutes left on the clock. Looking to throw it on first down. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down.
Everything about this play tells you about today's offenses and what they're asking out of their running backs. You can't just be a guy who runs the football anymore. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't do a very good job of it on this play.
He flips it to the back across the middle. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play. And the Buffaloes will come to the line to crank up the tempo. They're going to throw for it on third and short. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching. Fresh set of downs for the offense after that first down completion. He's looking to throw. Makes a quick catch. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion. That completion makes it second down. Looking to throw yet again. Lets it fly to the wideout. He's got it in the open. They finally tackle him after a huge chunk play. Moves the ball to the 12.
Well, a huge play by this offense. A good throw, a nice accurate throw. But I think it's the run after the catch that really impresses me. And early in this game, you got to think they're going to continue to go back to him until this defense shows that they can slow him down.
The offense finally producing here. Sets up a 1st and 10. Running back grabs it on a screen. Runs through the defender. And he's shoved out of bounds with the defense short of their first down marker.
Good time here to drop this screen in by the offensive coordinator. And a nice job by the running back being able to pick up some positive yards here on this play.
Looking right, this one caught. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
I can see what the quarterback's trying to do here, Chris, and he gets the completion, but just no gain. There's just no room to go after the catch.
They convert here on 3rd down in the red zone. This is a 4-point type of play. Touchdown. Refusing to be brought down. Touchdown, Buffs.
Well, this first half has been a disaster for this offense, but this touchdown is big. Hopefully it can build some momentum for them when they come back out for the second half.
Make the extra point and trail now 28-10. So the offense getting some momentum before halftime of the touchdown. Now they kick off in hopes the defense can get a quick stop. They'll return it from inside the 5. He steps out of bounds at the 26. And here comes the North Carolina offense back out onto the field. Let's see how the offense plays it here. Not much time remaining if they want to get a chunk play, put him in scoring position before the half. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. Trying to create here on the move. He makes the grab. Tackle's made, but not before he makes the 43-yard line. This drive is going now. One play, and they're already past the 40. 1st and 10. Offense looking to throw the ball. A deep shot right down the middle. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big game, but he couldn't hold on. So 2nd down and 10 now from the 43 after the incompletion. After the incompletion on 1st down, looking to throw it again. Quarterback looking to scramble. Breaks one tackle, gets brought down, but picks up some decent yardage. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
That's what I really love about this quarterback. Looks downfield. Everybody's covered. Instead of just throwing this ball away, he's got the athletic ability to make this defense pay for it by picking up some good yards.
Quarterback making some changes at the line. Try to pick up the 3rd and short through the air. Using his legs on the scramble. Scoots out of bounds after a nice pickup on that running play.
Man, nothing is more aggravating for a defensive coordinator than this right here. You've got him. You've got a chance to make a play on him, take him out of his rhythm, but instead, this guy gets away from that pressure, tucks it, and picks up some big yards.
On the move, looking deep down the right side. They can't come up with it there, and that's going to do it. Time runs out in the 1st half. That is going to wrap up the 1st half here. Just kicking down at Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Thanks, Chris. Exciting, action-packed, enormous drama. Talk about a 1st half of football. And this offense has been the story through 2 quarters, extending this lead and really dominating almost every aspect of this game. We're talking lethal efficiency from the O-line right on down to the skill position guys. Although I'd argue those big uglies up front are skilled players in their own right. For now, let's get back to the guys in the booth to start up this 2nd half.
All right, Kevin, thank you for the update. The Buffaloes will kick this away to begin the 2nd half. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. And the Tar Heels offense is back out on the field. They built the lead with an efficient running game. Let's see if they can take to the air now to start the 3rd quarter. First play of the 2nd half is a handoff. tackle, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs. Well, this offense continues to roll. We wondered, would this defense come up with some answers at halftime? Not on that play.
Now, they've tried to make every adjustment they can. This offense has been very impressive with the way they're able to keep this ball on the ground, churning out big yards. I think they're gaining more confidence, really, as this game goes on.
Second down after that previous play. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. He lets it go on the move. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. Tackle made after a huge gain all the way to the 40.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
And the Tar Heels lining up here on 1st and 10. They'll change the pre-snap look now. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Looking deep down the left side. Touchdown, UMC. And the route is on.
Chris, the quarterback looks up, sees a wide-open target. Sometimes those throws are harder than the ones where they're tightly covered. But he makes a nice throw, and it's an easy touchdown for this offense.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. PAT is good. They're pulling away 35-10. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away.
Colorado, 10.
Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee to bring the football to the 25-yard line. And the Buffalo's offense is back out there on the field. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. And he's out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
Pass complete. It's 2nd down now. A play action, looking to throw. Not able to connect. Incomplete.
Man, Chris, I don't know if that was a bad read by the quarterback or a bad route by the receiver. They got to get this cleaned up before the next time they go through the air.
After the incompletion, they'll come to the line for a 3rd and 4. Movement here from the tight end. Shotgun formation here on 3rd down. Looking for the wideout. Grab down the middle. It's McGooligan. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a 1st down.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
Oh, and he dropped it. Very uncharacteristic play by this wide receiver. 2nd down. The misfire on 1st down makes it 2nd and 10 from the 46. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. Oh, and he could not hold on. Would have been a huge gain.
Well, they come out firing here to start this 2nd half. They didn't make this completion, but I think it sends a clear message to this defense that the adjustments that this offense is going to make is that they're going to be aggressive and they're going to look for their one-on-one opportunities.
Breaking tackles. Breaks into the clear. Brought down after a solid run by the senior.
This is why they're in the playoff, right? Not just the ability to throw the ball, but you get to a critical moment, a 3rd down. You trust that offensive line to come up with a 1st down, and they get it.
Off the play fake on 1st down. He finds the running back in the flat. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line.
Well, this is exactly what you want to see from the defense. Yeah, you give up the catch, but you're right there to be able to stop this receiver from making any yards after the catch.
They look to throw it here on 2nd down. He's running out of time here. Taking a shot deep toward the end zone. And it's picked off in the end zone. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
The North Carolina offense is back out there on the field. Early movement there will cost the offense 5 yards. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. There's the handoff. Finding some room at the 25. And he steps out of bounds, but a solid gain there on the ground.
A good push up front here in this back. I tell you, he's got some outstanding vision to be able to find those creases, to be able to get positive yards, and here he gets the first down.
They stop him out at the 42. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield. Great start to the drive. Back-to-back explosive plays, and now another first down.
Just a great play by the running back here, finding his lanes and then exploding through the gap when it opened up.
Takes the ball, tries the right side here. Ball carrier steps out, but a solid gain on the ground that time.
Well, the defense better start adjusting and realizing the RPO is coming at them. Feels like they're just sitting back, worried about the potential big play through the air. Meanwhile, this offense is running the ball right down their throat.
Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of it.
Going to the end zone. Couldn't quite get in. Tackled down at the 2-yard line. Excellent run.
What a great play by the quarterback here. Everybody is blanketed in man coverage, so instead of forcing the ball, he just tucks it and takes off. Heads-up play to pick up a bunch of yards.
And he could not be stopped. Touchdown, North Carolina.
Well, if there was any chance of a comeback, that's been put to bed. Great job by this offense extending the lead and, in my opinion, putting this game away.
Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown.
42, Colorado, 10.
And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. On 1st and 10, look at a throw. Fires it to the wideout. He's wide open. Look out. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Made the catch, but he was surrounded for not much room to run.
They did a really good job that time of leveraging him out in space. I thought he might have a chance to be able to shake loose because he is so elusive. But defense, as you said, did a really good job in the open field surrounding him. Just nowhere.
And is intercepted. Breaks into the open. Throws out the stiff arm. They finally bring him down, but what a return after the takeaway.
Chris, that is back-to-back drives right now for this quarterback and this offense. Nothing seems to be going right. The defense is doing a good job of confusing the quarterback, who's obviously throwing the ball into coverage. They've got to make some adjustments with their attack because right now it's not working.
They'll hand it off. A gain of 2 yards. Now it's 2nd down and 8.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Breaks free. Fights off the defender. They get the senior with the ground, but it's a nice run there. And it's North Carolina in front. This has been thorough domination through three quarters. A real statement confirming their status as a national championship contender. We'll check out the stats so far. So 1 quarter away from wrapping up an impressive CFP victory. Let's get back to the final period. Crucial play here to begin the quarter as the offense sets up 1st and goal. Give it to the back again. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Boy, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
And they chase him down outside the pocket for a sack.
Chris, that's on the offensive line right there. They definitely have to be feeling responsible because it's almost like you didn't protect your little brother back there.
Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Tar Heels. Still no answer for this offense. But this quarterback told us this is my time to shine, a playoff game. He has gone out and backed that up so far.
Yeah, he's done everything that's been asked of him and more. Just a great job of getting into a rhythm. Really tough to defend. Right now, the defensive coordinator, you can see him down there. He's throwing his headset. He's frustrated. He's got to come up with some new wrinkles to try to slow this guy down.
And the Colorado offense is back out on the field. First job here, protect the football. Turnovers on back-to-back possessions. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. They've got him in the backfield. Nowhere. They'll lose a yard on the play.
And this defense has had a great game today. Here we are in the 4th quarter. They've done a nice job of taking the run game completely away, making it a lot easier to zero in on that quarterback in the pass game.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up 3rd down.
Well, these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this.
Looking for a man deep on the right side. Oh, the pass is picked off. He's brought down quickly, but that takeaway is a huge play for this defense.
Well, that interception really about cost them the game here. And I understand. You got to do everything you can to get back in it, down by a couple scores. But the interception, for the most part, seals the deal for the defense.
And here comes the North Carolina offense back out onto the field. This group has been clicking. They've really built momentum. Can the defense make adjustments? Come up with a stop here. They'll run it to the right side. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
Chris, this back has had a great day. They're winning the football game. I just looked at my stats. This guy's at 99 yards on the day. You can tell how badly he wants to cross the 100-yard threshold.
He only trapped him for a sack.
Good pressure here by this defense, but it felt like the quarterback held onto the ball a little bit too long to come up with that sack for the D.
Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. And they heave it deep downfield. And it's incomplete. They let it fly on 3rd down, but now it brings up 4th.
Hey, I get the passing the football has had a lot to do with you building up this big lead, but at this point in the game, man, take care of your players, get them out of here healthy, run the football, and get out with a win.
And here comes a deep shot. Can't connect on the long throw. Incomplete, a 4th down stop.
It's just not a smart decision, in my opinion, here to go for it on 4th down. And, Chris, I know we're kind of in this era now of analytics and when to go for it and when not to. People are aggressive by nature, but to go for it inside your own 20-yard line, the defense lined up, did what they had to do. They get the ball, and now look at the field position that they have.
Coming to the line on 2nd down, this is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on 1st down. Screen to the wide receiver. And he'll be Smolder right at the line for no gain.
Interesting decision to go with a screen pass here in the 4th quarter, trailing. I think the defense is aware that you're going to be back there throwing the football, and they were locked in in and anticipating that screen and kept it to a short gain.
The ball is loose. The offense able to fall on the football. Lucky to maintain possession there. Coach electing to go for a field goal attempt. And it's good right down the middle. So they get the 3, but the margin is still huge.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
Return starts from inside the 5. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 24. Good coverage. And the Tar Heels offense is back out on the field. The last possession, they came up empty, went for it on 4th down in their end and got stopped. Leaning on the run game here late.
That's just not a whole lot of options here for this quarterback on the RPO. The defense, give them credit. They did a nice job of sniffing it out. I wouldn't be surprised if the quarterback is second-guessing that decision of giving it to the back instead of pulling that and either running it himself or maybe making a nice throw.
On the move now. It's a deep shot to the right. They try a downfield shot. That's a good effort there, but now it's 3rd down. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. Oh, look, he's trucking it deep again. This one is dropped. My goodness, he goes wide open. Would have been a huge game.
I'm not really sure why you're stopping the clock here, leading by so much in the 4th quarter. Run the ball, run the clock, and you can walk out of here with a win.
Running out of time in the pocket. It's another deep shot. Downfield and incomplete. A 4th down stop.
Because there are a lot of coaches out there that will just say, hey, listen, it's the opponent's job to stop us, and they could be right. But with the game like it is right now with such a comfortable lead, not sure if this was entirely needed.
And they'll stop him after a short gain. Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. What a catch! Tackle is made at the 4. It'll be 1st down and goal.
Chris, if I'm not mistaken, I think that's only his 2nd catch of this entire game. Boy, this defense has done an amazing job of keeping him in check. Let's face it, this guy's as good as anybody in the country. Big-time playmaking ability, but they've taken him out of the game. I think it's a big reason that they have a nice lead.
Gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Buffaloes.
You know, the most impressive thing to me, Chris, I mean, they're not going to win this football game. I love that they're still fighting. And I think that tells you a lot about this team, the character, the culture, the way they're coached. It's not their day, but I'm just impressed that they're still battling out there.
Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And the deep kick will sail out the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the North Carolina offense is back out there on the field. What a satisfying feeling for this team. Just run out the clock and let the celebration begin. Keeping it on the ground here. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
2nd down, we're going to throw it. Looking to scramble. Escaping the pressure, moving right. Escapes the pocket. Breaks loose at the 40. Tackle is made very near midfield. Good enough for a 1st down.
This is why I love the quarterbacks that can make things happen. Here you have an opportunity to try to create. Nothing's there. Play breaks down. Instead of just throwing it away, he sits back, sees nothing downfield, decides to be able to pick up the 1st down by himself. Impressive run to pick up the 1st, keep this drive moving.
Grab made by the tight end. They get him down, but the game moves the ball to the 37.
And I've really enjoyed watching this guy play all year, and it's been great to see him in person today, making good decisions, accurate throws, and keeping this offense moving.
offense will keep it on the ground here. In the clear at the 25. They bring him down, but not before he picks up first and goal yardage to the 9.
Boy, really good run by this running back. The defense fortunate to be able to bring him down inside the 10-yard line, but it's first and goal for the offense.
There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Touchdown, UNC. This offense is still clicking.
Chris, you talk about having a day. This offense just goes out. They're not even looking at the scoreboard. They're just going out, executing the play call, and continuing to put points on the board.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away.
Carolina 56, Colorado 20.
Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. First down, looking to throw the ball. Looking deep for late game heroics. And it's picked off. He throws it right into double coverage and pays for it. Tackle made after a short return, but the pick ends that threat. So this one is tucked away. Time for victory formation. And the offense just takes a knee here. They come to the line in victory formation, looking to run out the clock and secure the W. And the quarterback just takes a knee. Of course, in the playoffs, it's survival.